I'm Ritapan Gupta, a graduate student of Business Analytics and Information Systems from University of South Florida. Today, we'll do a small data analytics exercise using Weka. So let's launch our Weka first. So the Weka we are using is version 3.8.1 and we will be using the Explorer application. So here is our Weka. The first thing we'll do is select our dataset. We will be opening our dataset using the Open File option. We can also open a URL, open directly from a database, or generate our own data. So let's open our dataset now. For this, we'll go to C drive, program files. Under this, we'll find our Weka 3.8 data, and in this, we can see the preloaded datasets that are already in Weka. So we'll be using the contact lenses dataset in our case right now. Before going in over here, let's have a look at the dataset. And you can see this is our dataset, the contact lenses. So we'll be opening the dataset using a word. So here if we have a look into our dataset, down here we can see this is the name of our dataset, contact lenses. This is noted as relation. And then here we can see the attributes on which we'll do the analysis. So for each attribute, you can see the values over here. Down here, we can see our data. We can see there are only 24 instances in our data over here. And we can see the values in my data in a comma separated format. Now let's go back to Weka. In Weka, we can see this edit option over here. We can edit our data and also see our data from here. Again, here we can see our attributes, and here we can see the values of those attributes. If we click through the attributes here, we can see the distribution of the dataset according to the attributes right over here. Today, we'll be using decision tree to make the predictive model. For that, we'll be going to classify, then we'll choose our tree, and we are using the J48 from here. So here we can use the training dataset, the supply test dataset, or the validation dataset. But here, in our case, we'll be doing a percentage split and checking the accuracy. For that, I have already made an Excel file with the percentage split of 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, and 80-20, and we'll be listing down our accuracies over here. So if we go back to our Weka again, and let's set this as 50. So let's start this. If we go all the way up over here, we can see the total number of instances. This says our relation name or our dataset name. These are the number of attributes that we have, and these are all the attributes that have been used. Here we can see our test mode. We have split it by 50-50 percentage. If we go down here, we can see our tree has branched out according to tier product rate, astigmatism, and spectacle prescription. Here we can see we have number of sieves, that is 4, and number of nodes, that is 7. And again, if we go down here, we can see that it is giving me 41% of correct output and 58.33 of incorrect classification. So from this we can say our decision tree is not doing very good at this point with 50-50 split. If we go down here, we can also see our confusion matrix. Now let's note down this percentage of accuracy and move on. Put it down over here. Okay. So now let's try the 60-40 percentage. I'll do start again. Okay. Now we can see our accuracy has gone down to 30%. Let's copy this and move on. We'll change this to 70% and see what happens. Whenever we are increasing the percentage split, we are seeing that it is giving us a worse result than previously. Let's make it 80-20. Okay, so here is something wonderful. When we change this to 80-20 percentage split, we can see The correctly classified instances are 100%. So this is a rather interesting find. Here we can also see the mean square error, mean absolute error, and all the details to understand the goodness of or badness of our tree. Now let's see if we can change our accuracy using a few other details. We are changing the percentage to 70 once again. So for 70 we have seen the correctly classified percentage is 42.8571, and we have seen the number of leaves are 4, the size of tree is 7, and if we go down here we can see the model is being confused when they have to select the soft lenses, but it is not getting confused while selecting hard or no lenses. Now let's go here. Let's try to change a few things and see how it affects our model. So here we can change the confidence factor, we can change the minimum number of objects in a node, and we can also set the pruning to true, which will prune our tree. Now let's see what output we get out of it. So if you run it, we can see after pruning also we are not getting any increase in the accuracy. So let's try to change the number of objects in a node. Once I do that, you can see that the correctly classified instances has gone down to 2 and the accuracy rate has gone down to 28.5714%. And if we go up here, you can also see the number of leaves have been shortened from 4 to 3 and number of nodes have been lessened from 7 to 5. So we can say our model is working best when the percentage split is 80-20. But again, we have to keep in mind that such a big percentage split can cause a lot of overfitting in our data. Thank you.